the chairman of the Islamic Summit Conference, Prime Minister Zulfikar Bhutto of Pakistan.
Your Majesties, Presidents, Royal Highnesses, Prime Ministers, leaders of delegation. In the first place, on behalf of the people of Pakistan and the government of Pakistan,
the Prime Minister of Pakistan and
like
the chairman of the Islamic Summit Conference is now addressing the full House in its last session.
For participating in this conference. You have come from distant lands. You have come at a time when there are problems which face you internationally in your own homes. We are aware of the difficulties that are being faced by our brothers in the Middle East, the day-to-day problems, the problems of the future, the problems which we have discussed here, the problems of the last 25 years. All these problems are agitating our mind. All these problems have slowly, gradually, step by step, brought us closer and closer. My dear friends and brothers, see the difference today. Look where we stood 25 years ago and see where we stand today. 25 years ago, we were the objects of ridicule and of humiliation. We were thought to be a poverty-stricken people who would never emerge to assert their rights. And that is why usurpation took place. And that is why injustice of the worst form was perpetrated against Muslim lands and against Muslim people. We have traveled a great distance. But yet we have to travel much more, a great deal more, before we can attain our sublime and just objectives. We have no doubt in our minds that inescapably, irresistibly, inevitably, these objectives will be achieved, no matter who is pitted against the forces of Islam. This is not a new challenge that Islam faces. From its birth, from its inception, Islam has faced one challenge after another. Yes, there have been setbacks. There have been terrible setbacks. But having faith in Almighty Allah and being guided by His wisdom and by His holy scriptures, we can never lose confidence in ourselves, in our cause, and in our future. On behalf of my poor people, I am beholden to you. I am ashamed of not being able to provide with the proper facilities. It has been a source of embarrassment to us that kings and monarchs and friends and presidents have come to the city of Lahore, where we have not been able to make adequate arrangements for you. If there have been any shortcomings, any awkwardnesses, please forgive us. Because in our heart and with all our soul, we wanted to give you the reception of brothers, which you are, and which you have always been, and which you shall always remain. I am thankful to all of you for having brought about this conference, for having worked so hard to see it come into fruition. In particular, I am thankful to King Faisal of Saudi Arabia for having co-sponsored the conference. There were times when this conference ran into difficulties, and we wondered whether it would be held or not. But now it has been held, and it has achieved results. I will not say that this has been a barren conference. Time will tell how valuable it has been. But in my humble evaluation and judgment, this conference and the deliberations of this conference have paved the way for a more brighter and a more glorious future for all our people. I am thankful to the Secretary General for his untiring efforts to make this conference a success. I am thankful to the Secretariat for all the painstaking work it has done for the achievement of this conference. I am thankful to all the little people, all the ones who have worked in one capacity or another, the nameless ones, the unimportant ones, to refer to them in inverted commas, who have rendered great services. I am grateful to the people of Lahore, to the citizens of Lahore, for the reception they have given to our brothers in arms. I am grateful to the people of Pakistan for their spontaneous enthusiasm and devotion for the success of this conference. Many important decisions have been taken. Many momentous events have taken place. I do not want to go into details. The hour is late. Today we have with us all our brothers and friends. All our brothers and friends. And I would have not been happy, my conscience would not have been clear, if 65 million people who are Muslims and brothers in arms of Bangladesh would not have participated. This is a conference of Muslims. This is a conference of believers. This is a conference of brothers in arms. This is a conference of a faith which has faced challenges, as I have said. Let me conclude by telling my brothers and friends that we as a poor nation with limited resources do not have the wealth to make contributions for economic institutions or for funds. We cannot make contributions of monetary contributions in terms of percentages. But let me assure you, with Allah as my witness, that we shall give our blood for the cause of Islam. Not empty words. We have had many difficulties in Pakistan. We have had many problems in Pakistan. But by the grace of Allah, these problems are being overcome one by one. The nation is progressing. And the people of Pakistan are the soldiers of Islam, and the armies of Pakistan are the armies of Islam. Wherever the need arises, on whatever the occasion, you will find that Pakistan will not be found wanting. I am ashamed that in the last conflict, we were not able to do what we wanted to do. But God forbid, if there's a conflict in the future, you will find the whole weight of Pakistan behind your cause. And inshallah ta'ala, in Baitul Maqdis we shall enter as brothers in arms.